In a small town on the outskirts of Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Mackenzie was known as the curious one. Bright-eyed, always asking questions, and always dreaming bigger than the mountains he grew up under. His world was filled with stories, most of them about America. Every couple of years, his aunt Marie would return from the United States, stepping off the plane like a queen. Her suitcase overflowed with jeans, sneakers, perfumes, phones, candies, and crisp dollar bills. The entire neighborhood came alive whenever she came home. She smiled for everyone, handed out small gifts, and wore her nice clothes, even when her feet looked swollen. Mackenzie, to his cousin, "Look at her. That's what America does. Even her feet look rich." He laughed. He didn't understand. Mackenzie had always prayed for a better life. One day, his prayers were answered. A distant uncle helped sponsor him for a visa. The approval came. The whole family celebrated. His mother cried, "You'll make something of yourself. You'll become a man." Auntie Marie gave him a tight hug at the airport. Auntie Marie softly whispered to him, "America is not heaven, Mackenzie. It's not what it looks like. You have to work. You have to survive." Mackenzie, smiling, "Auntie, don't worry. I'm ready. I'm not scared of work." He didn't know. You can never be ready for the reality of a dream. The moment he stepped off the plane, the cold air slapped him. Newark, New Jersey, January. Snow piled high like sugar mountains. His thin Haitian jacket was no match. "This is not like Carrefour," he mumbled. He moved in with Auntie Marie in a small two-bedroom apartment shared with two other Haitian families. The apartment was cramped. The radiator clanged all night. The toilet ran non-stop. He slept on a mattress on the floor, but still, he smiled. "This is the price for a better life," he told himself. Within a week, Auntie Marie got him a job. Warehouse work, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. 5, sometimes 6 days a week. He stood all day. No chairs, no long breaks. Just tape, boxes, sweat, and pain. 2 weeks in, Mackenzie got his first paycheck, the envelope in his hands like it was gold. He tore it open. $1,160. His eyes lit up. Then came the reality check. Rent share, $400. Phone bill, $90. Transportation, $130. Food, $200. Back home money transfer, $200. Shoes. His were worn out. $100. Balance left, $40. Mackenzie, stunned. This can't be right. One day he came back from work. His feet ached so badly he couldn't sleep. Mackenzie went to Auntie Marie, frustrated. "Auntie Marie, it's me. Can we talk?" "Oui, chérie," Auntie Marie replied. "Why you never tell me?" "Huh? Why you never tell me America was like this?" Auntie Marie, confused. "Mackenzie, what happened? You just reach." Mackenzie, angry. "What happen? What not happen? Every day I work 12, 13 hours. My feet swell just like yours now. And I remember, I used to laugh at them. I thought you was just eating good. But now I see, it's work. You never told me." Auntie Marie sighs. "Chérie, I didn't want to break your dreams. I wanted you to see for yourself." "See for myself? Auntie, in Haiti, when you send me $100, $200, I thought you was living like queen. I didn't know that same $200 was all you had left after bills. Rent, food, tax, everything is bill," Mackenzie groaning. "Auntie, I thought you were eating good. That's why your feet looked swollen." Auntie Marie looked at him gently. "No, chérie, I was surviving." Mackenzie remembered the hills of Haiti, the mangoes falling from trees, the smell of dairy colle, and the laughter of his cousins. He broke down. Mackenzie, crying softly, "Auntie, you should have told me. Life in Haiti, even with no electricity, even with hunger, it was sweet. I laughed more. I slept better. Here, all I do is chase money that disappears before it even touches my hand." He didn't want to give up. But now he understood. The American dream wasn't free. It came with swollen feet, tears at night, and working until your back breaks. And he promised himself, next time he goes back to Haiti, he won't just wear new clothes and smile. He'll sit the youth down and tell them, "America is not easy. Don't be fooled by the fresh shoes. There's sweat in them soles." One night after a long shift, Mackenzie sat outside on the apartment steps. It was cold, but he didn't care. He called his mother in Haiti, Mackenzie, frustrated. "Man, life here is not what I thought. I thought America was full of money, but every dollar I make disappears. But your aunt sends money. You used to say she looked rich." Mackenzie almost crying. She was never rich, Manman. She was just tired. He looked at his feet, now swollen just like hers had been. He suddenly saw it. All of it. The long hours. The stress. The weight of survival. This was the real America. Mackenzie didn't leave. He stayed. He worked. But now his eyes were open. He learned how to budget. He found a second job cleaning offices at night. He took English classes on Saturdays. He cut down on spending. He started saving, little by little. He stopped sending money just to impress. Instead, he sent the truth. 3 years later, Mackenzie returned to Haiti for the first time. But this time, he didn't bring flashy clothes or expensive shoes. He brought honesty. The neighborhood boys gathered around him, eager for stories. "Did you see Drake? Did you go to parties? How much money you have?" Mackenzie, serious. "I didn't come to lie to you. America is not what you think. It's a hard life, a lonely life. You work like an animal, and sometimes you still have nothing." The kids went silent. Mackenzie continued, "If you dream of America, don't dream of the illusion. Dream of strength, because that's the only way you'll make it." Mackenzie learned the truth the hard way. Behind every smiling picture from the US, there's a story of sacrifice. Behind every dollar sent home, there's a swollen foot, an aching back, and a tired heart. So now he doesn't hide the truth. He spreads it. He tells the next generation, "Don't let the clean shoes fool you. Don't let the smiles lie. America is not easy. But if you come with strength, you might survive." After a few weeks in Haiti, Mackenzie returned to the United States with a heavy heart. Haiti felt different now, not because it changed, but because he had. He missed the laughter, the sun, the simplicity. In America, there was always a clock ticking, a bill waiting, a job calling, but he came back with something new. Purpose. He wasn't here to survive anymore, he was here to build. He got his GED, started community college, took night classes in HVAC repair, a skill that paid well. He worked all day, studied at night, slept 4 hours, then did it again. And still, he sent money to his mother. But this time, with a note. "Manman, this is not easy money. I stand for this. I bleed for this. But I do it with love." Despite his progress, Mackenzie often felt isolated. He was surrounded by people, yet deeply alone. His English wasn't perfect. His Haitian accent made people speak slowly to him, as if he were slow. He couldn't afford to go out. His phone barely worked. He skipped parties and birthdays to save money. Sometimes he sat in the park, watching American families laugh. Fathers throwing footballs, mothers jogging with strollers. He whispered to himself, "One day I'll have this too, but I have to keep fighting." One day Mackenzie came home to find Auntie Marie sitting at the kitchen table. The strong, confident woman he once admired was crying quietly into a bowl of cold soup. Mackenzie, concerned, "Auntie? What's wrong?" Auntie Marie replied, "They just raised the rent again. My knees hurt. I can't work double shifts anymore. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this." Mackenzie sat beside her and held her hand. "You were strong for me. Now let me be strong for you." A year later, Mackenzie graduated from his HVAC program. He started doing side jobs, fixing air conditioners, heaters, and refrigerators in the Haitian and Latino communities. He saved every penny. Then he registered a small business. Mac Repair Services, fast, fair, Haitian proud. He hired 2 other Haitian immigrants who didn't speak English well and gave them work. He even started training one of them to get certified. His reputation grew. Customers loved him. He showed up on time. He worked hard. He never cheated. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was thriving. One evening, he sat in his small office with a fan buzzing and Haitian compa playing in the background. He called his mother back in Haiti. Mackenzie, smiling, "Manman, I'm thinking of building you a little house by the beach. Nothing big, just a place where you can rest." His mother, choking up, "Mackenzie, I knew you would become a man. I knew it. But not even in my dreams did I imagine this. 3 years later, Mackenzie returned to Haiti once more, this time with tools, plans, and blueprints. He didn't come to show off money, he came to create opportunities. He partnered with a local school to donate supplies. He offered scholarships to students interested in trades. He told the youth, America is not heaven, but if you go, go prepared to fight. And if you stay, stay prepared to build. Haiti needs builders too. Auntie Marie finally retired from her job after 26 years. Her back hurt, her hands were tired, but her heart was full. Mackenzie bought her a small house in Florida near other Haitian elders. He visited her every weekend. One day she looked at him and smiled. You were angry at me once, said I should have told you the truth. Mackenzie, laughing. I was young, I thought the world owed me ease, but now I know, hard work builds legacy. Mackenzie was now known in Miami's Little Haiti as Boss Mac, not because he was flashy, but because he took care of his people. He hired young Haitians fresh off the plane. He mentored teenage boys with no fathers. He volunteered to speak at high schools and churches, saying, Don't get fooled by the Instagram life. This country will swallow you if you're not focused. But as his business grew, so did his heartache. He started to feel something pull at him from across the ocean. Haiti. One day he flew back to Haiti, not for vacation, but for change. He visited his old village in the mountains, where goats still roamed freely and children laughed barefoot in the streets. He went to the local school and saw a rusted roof, broken chalkboards, and teachers paid pennies. He pulled aside the principal. How much would it cost to fix this place? The principal, shocked. Too much, my son. Maybe God will help one day. Mackenzie, smiling. Maybe God already did. Maybe he sent me. He used his US business savings to renovate the school, build 2 new classrooms, and create a vocational training center. Mackenzie launched a non-profit called Laku No Our Yard. Its mission, train young Haitians in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical work, offer paid internships in Port-au-Prince, connect them to international opportunities. He partnered with diaspora engineers, Haitian-American professors, and local builders. In just 2 years, over 80 young people had jobs and skills they could use to survive without ever leaving Haiti. Mackenzie was now being interviewed by Haitian radio, invited to speak at US colleges, even featured on local TV. But one night, as he sat on a rooftop in Cap Haitien, looking out at the ocean, he got a call. It was from an immigration attorney in Florida. Mac, you've been eligible for citizenship for a while. We can finalize it. After that, maybe apply for a green card for your mum. Mackenzie paused. The American dream was finally within full reach. But was it still his dream? Back in Florida, Mackenzie sat with Auntie Marie. I can bring Manman to America now. I can even move her to a nice place by the beach. Auntie Marie looked at him and say, Will she be happy? She's never been anywhere else. Mackenzie replied, I don't know what to do anymore, Auntie. I built a life here, but my heart is over there. Auntie Marie'd smile and say, You were born in Haiti, but you became a man in America. You don't have to choose, Mac. You can be the bridge. So that's what Mackenzie became. He became the bridge. He kept his business in Florida but opened a second branch in Haiti. He hired Americans to teach online. He flew in twice a year to supervise projects. He helped process student visas for talented Haitian youth. And once, during a graduation ceremony at the vocational school, one of the students cried during their speech and said, I used to think I had to leave Haiti to live. But because of Mackenzie, I believe I can live right here and still have a future. Years later, Auntie Marie passed peacefully in her sleep. Mackenzie buried her with dignity, flowers, and hymns she loved. At her funeral, people spoke of how many lives she touched, not just his. Mackenzie whispered to her casket, You did tell me the truth, Auntie. You told me with your hands, your back, your silence. I understand now, and I forgive the silence. Now in his 40s, Mackenzie lives part-time in Haiti, part-time in Florida. He wears worn boots, drives a pickup, and his hands are still rough from work, but he smiles when people call him boss, because he knows the truth. Bosses aren't born, they're built. In the heat, in the struggle, in the silence of big feet and tired souls. One evening, as Mackenzie sat outside the vocational school in Haiti, a warning came on the radio. A major hurricane was headed straight for the island. The teachers panicked. The students ran home. The villagers tied down goats and patched up houses with anything they could find. Mackenzie stood in the middle of the courtyard, staring at the darkening sky. Mackenzie to himself, "Bondi, not after everything we built. Please." He gathered supplies, food, water, flashlights, and opened the school as a shelter. Over 200 people squeezed into the classrooms, praying and singing through the night as the wind screamed like spirits. When morning came, Mackenzie stepped outside. The village looked like a war zone, trees uprooted, houses flattened, mud everywhere. But somehow the school still stood, cracked and battered, but standing. The people cheered and cried. Mackenzie, exhausted but grateful, dropped to his knees and whispered, "Nous la toujours," we are still here. But the work had only just begun. The hurricane destroyed most of the students' homes. Some wanted to flee to the capital, some wanted to leave for the Dominican Republic. Desperation filled the air. Mackenzie called an emergency meeting. "Mackenzie, stand firm. We are not running away. We are rebuilding." He used his Florida business contacts to raise emergency funds. Trucks brought wood and cement. Doctors volunteered from the US to set up a temporary clinic. Engineers helped reinforce homes. The whole village worked side by side, men, women, even children hauling buckets of stones to rebuild. They sang as they worked, old songs of hope and freedom. But the storm had also wrecked Mackenzie's business in Florida. Flooding had destroyed one of his shops. Insurance wasn't enough to cover it all. He had to make a brutal choice: save his Florida business and abandon Haiti for a while, or sacrifice the business and stay to rebuild his village. After a long night staring at Auntie Marie's old photo, Mackenzie chose. He sold the shop, took the loss, stayed in Haiti. People begged him, "You're crazy. America is the land of money." He only smiled and answered, "Not all gold is good. Not all struggles are bad." Years passed. The village became famous across the country. Solar panels on every rooftop, clean water systems, a tech hub where kids learned coding and mechanics, young people starting businesses instead of dreaming only of Miami. International journalists came to visit. Documentaries were filmed. They called it Macville as a joke, but Mackenzie refused. "This is not my village. It's our village. Haiti belongs to those who don't give up." One day, a boy came to Mackenzie's door, barefoot, dusty, but his eyes burned with ambition. "Monsieur Mackenzie, I want to be like you. I want to build too." Mackenzie knelt down, looked him in the eye and handed him a wrench. "Then start by fixing what's broken." And just like that, the torch passed. Mackenzie often sits now under a giant mango tree, watching the children run by, the farmers sell goods, the young mechanics fixing motorcycles. Sometimes he thinks about the old days, the excitement of going to America, the shock of realizing how hard it was, the nights he cried in secret, the bills he paid with sweat, the times he almost gave up. He smiles, because now he knows. Real success is not about leaving home to find a better life. Real success is when you make life better wherever you are. And for Mackenzie, that was the greatest American dream of all. 40 years later, Mackenzie was now an old man. His hair was silver, his walk slower, but his eyes, oh, his eyes still had the fire. He still lived in the same simple house, refusing to move to the bigger ones the villagers built in his honor. He said, "I don't need more walls, I need more laughter." On a bright morning, his grandniece, little Sophia, came running breathless into the house. Sophia, giggling, "Gran Mackenzie, you have to come. It's urgent." He chuckled, grabbing his old walking stick, carved with the words, "Nu pap lager," we don't give up. Sophia led him through the village square, but something was strange. Everyone had disappeared. The market was quiet, the streets were clean, even the goats were missing. Mackenzie, smiling, "Qui sa cap fetla? What's happening?" Suddenly, boom! Confetti exploded into the air. Music blasted from hidden speakers. Drums, guitars, trumpets, the whole village appeared, shouting, "Surprise!" Banners flew over the square. "Thank you, Mackenzie, the builder of dreams." The people he had taught, saved, and inspired, now grown up, surrounded him. Doctors, engineers, teachers, entrepreneurs, farmers, mechanics. All of them. Even the president of Haiti sent a letter honoring Mackenzie for a lifetime of service, courage, and unshakable hope. Tears welled up in Mackenzie's eyes as the mayor handed him a golden key to the village. You didn't just build homes, Mackenzie, you built a people. Children performed plays about his life, from his days working 12-hour shifts in America, to the night of the hurricane, to the first well they dug together. They ended by singing his favorite song, La vie pas facile, men se passe à cap en peche nous leve. Life isn't easy, but that will never stop us from rising. As the sun set, Mackenzie sat under the giant mango tree once again. One by one, the villagers came to him, asking for advice. A young woman who wanted to start a school, a boy who dreamed of building wind turbines, a farmer wanting to export Haitian coffee. Mackenzie listened patiently, then told them all, "The world will always tell you that you need to leave to succeed. But remember this, the soil under your feet is rich, your hands are strong, your dreams are enough. You are already standing on gold, you just have to dig." They cried and clapped, promising to carry on his legacy. That night, as the stars filled the sky, Mackenzie sat quietly, feeling the breeze brush against his face. He closed his eyes, hearing the sounds of laughter, music, life, all around him. He whispered, "Merci, Bondi. Thank you, God, I lived well." And in that simple moment, in the heart of a tiny village, once forgotten by the world, Mackenzie knew he had fulfilled a dream far bigger than America could ever offer. He had helped Haiti believe again. Real success is not about leaving home to find a better life. Real success is making life better wherever you are. Not all gold is good. Not all struggles are bad. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will die waiting. Start with what you have. The soil under your feet is rich. Your dreams are enough. You are already standing on gold, you just have to dig. Bills come and go, but dignity stays forever. Work hard, stand tall. Never let hard days make you forget why you started. We were never poor, only waiting to realize how rich we are in heart, in mind, and in spirit. No pap lager. We don't give up. One day, Mackenzie Joseph passed away peacefully in his sleep, a final letter found under his pillow the morning after he passed away. Here's the final letter, Mackenzie. My dear family, my dear Haiti, if you are reading this, it means my time on this earth is done. Do not cry for me. I lived the life I dreamed of, and even more, I lived to see my people rise. When I left for America, I thought success was in fresh clothes, big houses, and foreign lands. But life taught me that real success is not what you wear or where you live. It is what you build with your own hands, in the soil where you were born. I came back not because life was easy here, but because life here was worth fighting for. Every nail I hammered, every well we dug, every lesson I taught under the mango tree, I did it because I believed in you. I still do. Remember, the world will always look at Haiti and see problems. You must look at Haiti and see possibilities. You have everything you need. Strong hands, brave hearts, brilliant minds. Never forget who you are. Never let anyone tell you you are small. I leave you with 3 things. Faith in yourself, work for each other, love for this land. When the storms come, and they will, stand firm. When doubt whispers, and it will, stand taller. If you ever feel lost, sit under the mango tree, close your eyes and listen. You will hear my voice saying, "Nu pap lager." We don't give up. I love you. I believe in you. I am always with you. Mackenzie Joseph, dear viewers, Mackenzie's story is more than just a tale of struggle. It's a mirror for all of us who have ever chased dreams across oceans, only to realize that sometimes the greatest treasure is right where we started. He left Haiti for America, thinking success was money and comfort. But life taught him otherwise. It taught him that real power is in purpose, real dignity is in service, and real legacy is in what we build for others, not what we keep for ourselves. To those watching, wherever you are, in Haiti, in the diaspora, or anywhere in the world, remember this: you don't have to run to be great. You don't have to be rich to make a difference. You just have to start right where you are. Mackenzie started with nothing but a dream. And that dream, it built a village, it saved people, it inspired a nation, and now it lives in you. New Pup Lager. We don't give up. I hope you liked the story. If you do, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you.